Yes.
Yes.
Hey guys, welcome back. It's another week and another us.
Well, it's the same us.
Yay. Well, not really.
No?
We're like a week older and stuff.
Do you feel a week wiser? Or a week wearier? Or a week more wobbly?
Yes.
Excellent. Welcome back, everybody.
So, because today is Patrick Stewards' birthday, we thought why not do something Picard related? So, we're doing a tier list of Picard's best moments, greatest
Or
lines.
worse moments, in fairness.
Sure, just anything Picard, any moments or lines or whatever that you guys want to put out there. And
So
we're going to talk about them.
if you submit a terrible one and it gets a low score, that's on you, buddy. That's
Yeah.
on you.
Yeah.
But you have the choice. Fair to say, though, Stuart, there's a couple of good moments by old Sir Pat.
Yeah.
Mr. Pat
And we're not
Stew.
talking about episodes, but like moments. So bear that in mind.
Yeah. I mean, in theory, you could have a whole episode, but doesn't mean we're going to score it high specifically. You know.
Yeah.
Your choice how literal you go with this. I think this one we're ranking, so you guys have lost the power. Maybe we'll do it again.
That's what he thinks anyway.
What does that mean? What?
Nothing, whatever. Anyway. So yeah,
Suspicious.
get your Picard moments, quotes, whatever ready, and we will discuss.
Have a chin wag.
Sure. Yeah.
I mean, fair to say there's a couple of good moments, and a couple do stand out. So it's
And
oh,
you can even pick moments from Picard. Any Picard moments, whether it's from a good show or not.
yep.
So
Well, and there are some good moments in Picard. Let's not pretend it's all total trash.
true.
But let's not pretend it's sunshine and rainbows.
Exactly.
Yeah. Up to you guys
Cool.
as ever. And I will start sharing. See you in a minute.
Oh, yep. Hit that like button, everybody. Make sure that you comment in the regular chat or super chat or PayPal in with your Picard moments, quotes, whatever. Anything that Picard did or said that you guys liked. We want to talk about it today. Like I said, it is for Patrick Stewart's birthday, which is today. So why not do something Picard related? So we want to hear from you guys, obviously. And we hope that you guys will be part of the conversation, set the tone. We are going to be ranking them ourselves, so we took the power to your hands for voting, but you guys do get to throw in the moments, and we will see where this goes. Don't forget, PayPal is a better way. 2 for 1 over there. Throw in $5, you can give us 2 Picard moments, and that'll help us out. It'll help you out. You get more of your ideas out there, etc., etc. So consider doing that. Also, there's a join button down there on YouTube. Click that, see what joining the channel will get you. Also, head on over to Patreon/Trekyards if that's another way you want to support us on a monthly basis. We appreciate all of that, of course. And check out the description of every video, because in the description of every video, we have links to our Teespring and our Dashery store where you can get some cool Trekyards merch as well as other stuff as well. We want to hear from you guys. So go buy yourself some cool stuff. Put on a Trekyard shirt when you go to a convention. We want to see the pictures of Trekyard shirts in the wild. So there you go. That is the way it is. Oh look, Sam's back.
Hey, hey.
Cool, cool.
Let's forward to the slides.
All right. Well,
Where are we going then?
Ready to go. Olivia throws in $5 and says, "Nothing is more iconic than Picard saying, 'Oh, shut up, Sam.' I mean, 'Oh, shut up, Wesley.' Sorry, kind of a bad habit." Yes, shut up, Wesley. Actually, a great Picard moment.
I think you'll be in charge of polls, Stuart, and I'll find pictures because these are all going to be quite long to find. So, poll away. Use your big poll.
Just Google them. Most of them are big Googleable. Googleable.
Either way, do the poll.
What's the poll going to be?
I don't know what appeal think, what appeal vote. Don't know. Irrelevant because we pick. Wahaha. There's no. Well, I guess that is equivalent void. I wouldn't have guessed that was the moment. That is what's coming up, but yeah, I guess. It's a saying, so that's hard to summarize the picture, but hey ho.
Like I said, most of these have quotes and stuff on Google, so you'll be able to find them.
Alright, PayPal is up. Shut up, Wesley. Now, I feel like, does he say even more than once?
No, he only says it once.
Yeah, and it's a mean moment in a mean spirit. Right? So I mean, obviously,
Yeah,
fair enough, it's a famous moment, but it's fine to start off with a negative moment, with a negative thing.
Was that they were under some stress, and Wesley was trying to offer up some suggestions, and she's just got frustrated and said, "Shut up, Wesley." I mean, people, it happens. I thought it was great because a lot of people thought Wesley was annoying back in the day, so a lot of people resonated with it.
It was. It was annoying.
If you think so, sure.
Yes.
So anyway, yeah, good one to start off with.
But is that odd? Cause it's out of character of him later, but he's not later yet. He's a grumpy old sod at the start. That's sort of his thing. You know what I mean? So it makes sense, even though it itself is weird. Cool. Second one's a bit easier. I don't know. And probably because it's the equivalent of swear word, as close as Trek gets. Right? Shut up.
Well, I mean, Picard swears in French. He says "merde," which is shit. So that's actually a swear word.
Yes, but how many Americans at the time knew French to know? Probably very, very few.
A lot.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I'd give this a C for actually good moment. Personally.
I'd rank it much higher because it's one of the iconic, memorable ones. But you know.
Yes, Dan. Also that as well. Someone does say "shut up" later in TNG, because these are not normal things said.
Yeah, I think it's Riker in Future Imperfect. Shut up, as in shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. Stop talking.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shut up's not a swear word. By any stretch of the imagination.
No, but the fact they never use these sorts of, you know, well, he says it as a negative way. It's not not a nice thing. Where would you place it then?
I mean, it's one of the first things that anybody that thinks about Picard thinks of. So I don't know. I would probably put it at an A myself.
Yeah, I guess in that regard, it's more like being up Scotty. It's way more famous because of the meme than it is for what it is. And so you say it, even if it's a minuscule part of a minuscule episode, right? It's like the whale one.
Yeah.
It's like, that's not the thing about the movie. It is, but it isn't. Yeah. Oh, go B and see where we go.
Already.
And this is 2 for 1 as always, guys. As we just got, let me line those up.
All right, next up we got Olivia with
and guys,
$5.
give me the name of the episode, otherwise it's going to get a lot harder to do. So I need the name of the episode, because otherwise, yeah, this is going to be the quickest possible on my end. So, yes.
Picard's ending moment with Q. After all, every god has his favorites.
We had also one of the first moments, one of the last moments. I like how the fact they got both. That's good.
I don't remember much of it, so I don't know what to say about it. It's just old man Q and old man Picard having a conversation. Not super iconic in my opinion, because I don't really consider it as anything that actually happened. So
oh shit. Yes, it's like one of the.
I'm dying, but then it comes back to it's just what is going on? Just stop. You know.
Yes. Well, I mean, that's the thing, isn't it? It was one of the absolute highlights of the season by like such a margin, because the margin's so high, right? Like, the scene's like an 8, 9 out of 10 scene, but not because of the show it's in. It's because these two legends are actually saying goodbye to each other in a very well written scene. But it's like, if you wrote it badly, what's wrong with you, right? And then, like you say, it's devalued by the next season, or upvalued because you're having a formal goodbye. You know, but it's not like they were even that close, really. How many people has Q known? Several trillion, you know? And they weren't really friends, but they kind of were. It's a funny one. Just, yeah, fall down to the
I don't.
quagmire of season 2.
Yeah, I'd need to go rewatch the scene. I don't remember any specifics about it.
Yeah, it's like
Just that.
it's like one of the top 10 moments of the season. But again, that's not a high bar, right?
Yeah.
And that's the thing is, iconic for these characters would be like a 9 or 10 out of 10. Iconic for the characters, you're S or an A because it is a pivotal moment in their lives. But who the hell talks about this anymore? Everyone remembers season 3 for what it does better. So it's outshone instantly by everything else, even though in itself is iconic, but it's not because it's not made icon.
Yeah.
It's like you'd think Picard dying would be one of those iconic moments of his life. It ain't. Same thing. It should be S or A, right? But it isn't because of what the show does.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's a better scene than Shut Up Wesley, but it has no cultural impact. So that's right. That's what do you guys think?
Let's go to the poll with 12 votes. Is Shut Up Wesley one of your favorite card moments?
Okay.
Yes or no?
I like that. That's a good
Yes.
framing. That's a good framing, actually.
Yes wins with 67%. Okay.
I like that.
Yeah. What do you guys think about this farewell? We want to hear from you guys. I don't know. As far as like the friendship, like some of the best Picard moments are with Q, to be fair. So they did have quite a relationship during the course of all this. But I just nothing really rings a bell for this in this scene for me. There's so many shit scenes in this particular location as well, like with the kid and the trauma of his mother dying, and it's like, so that's what I associate this goddamn conservatory with, is that so I can't say as I remember this and how well written it was or not. So,
And it was very well written.
mhm.
Yeah,
Well,
I
I
mean,
don't remember that.
at
So,
least a C because it's iconic for that. But I'm a D if you're going by no one remembers it. But that also could just be you, right? I know it's great, but it
probably.
doesn't remember it either.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we'll put it C for now and see where this
yeah.
goes.
Next C, we can redefine that. That's the thing. That's why we need contrast because, right? You can't really know what's iconic until you have the comparisons, right?
Mhm.
There's a lot of good stuff to talk about. But I do appreciate Olivia doing one of newest, one of oldest. That was great because
Yeah.
that makes you think, which is good.
And Sean O'Sullivan throws in $5 on PayPal. So thank you, Sean
Good
O'Sullivan.
man.
Happy Harriman's Day. Giving multiple in case already used. One,
Mm-hmm.
commit no mistake speech. Oh, that was fantastic. Yeah,
Mm-hmm. I did the poll
it
for
is
that. It's up
possible.
there.
Uh,
You have to remind me what this one was because I don't remember it being this
well,
one.
it's not this at all. Not
Yeah.
even in that episode.
No, but if you
He's talking
crop
to
just the
Data.
top bit though,
Yeah,
because I have no idea where this is
he's
from.
talking
So
to Data.
I guess it was maybe the line where it takes command of the Miranda
Yes,
Nebula. There you go.
the Melbourne. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, it's that episode.
But we need the episode name, guys, because yeah.
Yep, fantastic quote. I've even used it on my kids because I think it's wise words. Um,
What's the scene? I'll find the picture that's more apt, and you can tell me what the scene is.
I right here. I got it.
Ah, beautiful. Ah, Shellyak. Nice, nice, nice.
There we go. That's the exact scene.
I love a bit of Shellyak. Really? He's in the holodeck?
It's not a holodeck. Anyway, yeah, it's a fantastic quote.
Is it season 1 or 2? I thought it was season 4 or
Yes.
5.
Nope.
So he's not in the. So he's not in Nebula class episode. 'Cause that's with the Romulans later.
I don't remember where it is. Do you want me to look it up? Because I can look it up. Hold on. Let's see what episode it
Oh,
is.
so I didn't pick that one because I knew it wasn't that early. Here's the name, episode name. Yeah, like if it's the one I think it is, it's fine, but I wouldn't have said it was memorable really at all. You know, good lines doesn't mean they're memorable, which is an odd statement, I know, but he's known for his poetry of words. That's why Sharp Wesley goes past that. Sean says peak performance.
Yeah, season 2, episode
Oh,
21.
okay.
Oh, that's right. Where he's fighting the game.
Hmm. 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 So he's the right uniform.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, shows I remember what it was. We didn't neither remembered where it was. So not as much as C, D, or F, because we definitely remembered that where it was based in the show.
no, I think it's I don't know if it's a Picard quote, if he's quoting somebody else. He does read a lot of literature, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, it was
But
like
I actually do think it is a Picard quote. So, but I like the context and the message around it, and yeah, it's one, like I said, I've used actually a few times when I talk to my kids and they're having a bad time about something, because yeah, sometimes life just sucks, no matter what you do.
yeah. I mean, especially when there's so many variables in life, you can't, you know.
Yeah,
What we've often talked about how people just dislike you for no particular reason, or their reason doesn't make sense. They just don't. Like that just is. What can you do, right? What can you do? So what would you place this one then?
as a Picard moment, an
Yeah.
A or an S for sure. Yeah, it's a very good mentorship kind of line, and yeah, I think it's great.
I would have said B at best because I don't remember where it's from, but it's a good line. So happy to go to A. That's a good. Do I share or do the boys? Yeah, I'll do that. Okay.
So that's one of Sean's because he put in a PayPal, so he gets 2 for 1.
You get several.
Well,
Yeah,
he
he gets
only
two.
gets 2.
Yeah, several. And 12 votes. Yes, 83% is one of his favorite Picard scenes.
Yeah, number 2 is also a fantastic one. You may test that assumption at your earliest at your convenience. Yeah, it's fuck around and find out. Again, really great, showing strength and just being super confident. Love that he's also saying it to a Klingon. It's kind of ballsy move, but again, it's showing the strength that the Klingons admire. So, and it's such a classy way to say it as well. You know, it's basically fuck around and find out, but
I
in a
don't
much
remember it.
more
I don't remember from this one at
Picard
all.
way.
So I couldn't even. I would not have said this episode at all. I thought it would be from something else. So I don't even remember this moment.
Yeah, it was a Chadich episode, whatever that was.
But I wonder what prompted that. That's what it is. It's what's his name? Juros saying, "You're just a human, aren't you, bitch? I can take you." And he's like, "Well, you can try that." That's what it was.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking, what's the opposite of macro? The bigger level, but it's not. It's a little moment where it's like, nah, he's a strong guy too. Yeah. Okay. Context is important because it's better as a personal moment than a ship moment. Because the fact is, he would get stabbed and murdered horribly by Duras, but that's not the point. The point is to say, I've got honor to at least try. Because he would get brutally killed.
I don't think it's a personal attack on Picard. I think it's on the Federation. They threatened to send a fleet of ships or something. I think Picard's saying, "Yeah, give it a go." I could be wrong, but
Either it works, but I don't remember. Which again shows not that memorable if it's not. Which is good though. It's good not to have the ultra icons as well as the icons. That's good.
this one's used quite often as far as memes and stuff go, and I like that. I don't know. I think it's definitely up there with the other one in my opinion, but I placed that one, so I'll let you judge this one.
I mean, I'd say Chuck Wesley's bigger than this, but against meme versus quality. I'd say in between A and B if that's a thing. Did I do that one? No, I didn't.
It has an A minus.
Sure. Trying to capture a particular
Sure.
look of the person.
All right. Excuse me.
Eh?
All right. Now switching back to PayPal, or sorry, Super Chats. The Benji 800 throws in £5. It says
Boom.
Picard's final argument defending data in TNG, the measure of a man. So the whole speech.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Again, okay, that for me is an S tier moment because it is such a good. Well, the courtroom episodes are generally pretty good for that kind of stuff. But yes, he makes some really good points. He articulates them very well and definitely saves the day. So yeah, I think it's a fantastic S tier moment for me for Picard. Because Measure of a Man is one that people always mention as one of the best of TNGs. So yeah.
And there he sits there. And this is what I mean about comparison, because this for me is so much higher than everything in A, that everything A should go, the whole chart should go down, because this is so far the S. Do you know what I mean? Because this is
Yeah.
S hands down, but yeah, so I'd say this is S, and everything else should go down one if I was using that as metric.
But it's an entire speech versus like a saying.
Also
right?
true.
Like
So that is kind of unfair by its own right, because it's made up of many layers. And also, let's be honest, if that speech came by itself, it'd be good. But the episode is also the build-up. It's not a
standalone.
it's not a retort. It's not a quirk. You know,
Yeah.
it's a thing, right? It's like a First Contact. The no works because of previous things. So there's a difficult. It's difficult.
Yes. All right. Okay, next we got Tab Extra, who throws in 50 krona. Ensigns of Command. Picard quotes the rules to the Shellyak. A tier for me. Yeah, using their own policies against them
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and having just that whole thing where he's studying their I don't know if it was a contract or if it was a
Treaty.
whatever it was. Treaty. There you go. Thank you. Yeah, and finding the the clauses and the loopholes to really kind of, yeah, you can take this planet, but you know, you got to do this, this, and this first, and it's going to be how many years? Something like that. Yeah, really turning the tables on them, I think was fantastic, using their own kind of policies and stuff. So very great moment. I'm not quite sure. I'd probably put it at
Contrast's hard, man, when you start putting them side by side. That's when the trickiness comes.
yeah. For me, it'd probably be a B tier moment, but yeah, I don't know. That's tough.
That's the thing.
These are all kind of tough.
It's more characterful than everything in A and B, but it's not iconic in the same way. It's not memeable, right? But it kind of is, but it kind of isn't, right? It's the
Yeah.
fact that, and I think this is that plays out the episode. Picard is such a clever man sometimes, when he's able to use the law to allow for no violence, no implied violence, and to overrule a pencil pusher, because the Shellyak are very anal about that stuff. So it's a double win, and that he outsmarted the smart in their own game, and he knows going in they can't defend. This is the checkmate, because that's their own game, right? And if I recall, he plays it really chill, and the Shellyak is kind of impressed in like a fuck this kind of way. It's kind of like a
Yeah.
well, played the game, well done. So
It's you got us.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's the ultimate well played, satisfying moment where Star Wars would have had him pull out a blaster and shoot the guy, right? Or Discovery would have had him shoot the ship. So it's iconic
Yeah.
for the Picard character this is a case study moment of the character, but not iconic in that you won't think about it very often. So then really tricky. Yeah. I mean, at least a B, because I think it's symbolic of the character, and I would say it's one of his 10 smartest moments. But it's not iconic.
The B.
These are hard to compare. Instantly finding. Which is great. Which is great. Ah. I just watched Tab Extras one with Marie like 3 days ago. And that was very, very charming to watch again. I forgot how well he acted that. I'm uncomfortable, but I'm loving it. Oh shit, I said that out loud. Oh god. And remember guys, if you have got to put in, PayPal is 2 for 1, and also we get 40% more. So $5, 40% of that, that's going to add up real quick. So if you can swap over to there, it makes a big old difference. Thank you in advance. But it all helps. It's all essential. Yeah. I love the variety so far. Love the variety.
Literally $5, the time that Picard became the cutest Borg. I mean, the cute lactose of Borg.
Ah, his intolerance. But also 14 votes. Measure of Man. One of his top Picard moments. Yes, 86%.
Yeah, the I am the cutest of Borg moment. I don't know if it's iconic. Yeah, it is. I guess it's an iconic Picard moment, but it's not Picard in a way. But it is.
See, I took that as the moment that the thing goes in his brain, and the laser goes on and he goes white. Not like when he has a tear. That moment, not. That's why I picked this bit. That's why I took.
I think she meant literally when he says, "I am the cutest of Borg" for the first time.
Okay.
Because I think that's what most people would think of. But
see, this got me more because of the tear. But that's the camera work.
Yeah, I mean, that was a shocking moment to see Captain Picard, I'm the cutest of Borg. And it's like, oh shit, we've lost Picard now. Because again, having to wait, months to see the conclusion, and it was actually quite impactful. So I'd say it's a non-Picard moment almost. It's not Picard, it's the cutest. But yeah, that's a tough one. It's definitely memorable, I'll tell you that. I mean, it's another one that's brought up all the time when you talk to people about TNG. The I'm the cutest of Borg moment, or best of both worlds.
Little did they know at the time, the next episode would have him be so feeble that they can just have him walk around passively. He's zero threat. It's amazing the threat level diminished from being all of it to none of it.
Yeah.
Hello, I'm the Borg. Yes, yes. Good, you pat on the head. Yes, yes. You become one with the Borg. Yes, yes. Pat on the head. Stay in your alcove. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Whoa. Well, yeah. I mean, for the character, it's an S. Especially as all of Picard season 1, some of 2, and a bit of 3 is due to this. Although it's amazing how little the trauma actually affected him, really, in the grand scheme.
Yeah. I hate how much it's harped on over the years. Like, but whatever.
I mean, I don't want to see PTSD Picard, but also he should have PTSD in his Picardisms. I mean, you got to give it an S just a pure, like, talk about meme value of just, it is one of the, if you said, like, top 5 moments of the character's life, being assimilated would be one of the 5, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Gosh, the difference of those two, my God.
Tab Extra throws in 50 krona. There are 4 lights. Indeed.
All the different reasons.
Again, very often quoted and made fun of and memed in many different ways. But it's inside such a awful episode as far as trauma and torture goes. Like it's very impactful that he is in fact, defying them, and it's become a big joke and meme. There are 4 lights or whatever, right? Like it's funny, but it's in an episode that's not at all funny.
Well, it's we have to laugh to deal with it. Sort of, trauma by laughing. Because all these different things you shouldn't. It's like you shouldn't laugh at Vreenak. It's a fake. He got murdered by Garrick for Cisco. That's horrible. That's not laughing. And Cisco, betrayed the rules of the Federation. Blah, blah, blah. These are not good things, but we have to laugh because we found something that's what's his name? Benji of I'm real. He's having head trauma and breaking his sanity, and again, same thing. It's horrible. Yeah, but it's funny though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Although, does he ever mention it again?
I don't think so.
think they mention it once that he was tortured by Cardassians. I think they mention it once, offhand, but yeah.
Yeah.
So it's meme versus internal moment. That is the
All
question.
right. 17 of you here, 13 likes. Hit that like button, guys. Let's get those likes up to 20 if we can, but at least 15. 2 more likes.
You better.
Yeah, I mean, this is like for Picard again, another important moment in his life. Is it as iconic or as memorable as him being turned into Locutus? I mean, I thought so. I thought it was very impactful for the character, and it really stuck with me. But
never mentioned it again.
Yeah,
like I said, it's meme versus moment, right? So do you want to go A for a compromise of meme power overrides?
Sure. Yes, put it A. Bum, bum, bum. All right. What is next? Laughable Larry throws in $5, willing to throw away his career by defending Data's child to the Admiral. Lol.
I didn't remember it being that dramatic, but I guess it was.
Yeah, it's one of those that I don't remember a lot about that particular scene. I do know he stood up for it. Well, but yeah, I mean, it's a defining characteristic for Picard to do what's right, regardless of what the outcome might be. So if I get fired, I get fired. It's fine. But again, I can't remember specifically any dialogue or the finer points around it. So I don't know what
I'd
to
say it's a
say.
flat D, if not F. I'm really sorry, but yeah, I can't stand up for this one particularly. No one talks about it. Lol's episode is because they kiss Riker and the really good makeup. Like those, no one talks about that in this episode. So it's outshadowed, and we don't remember it. I got to give it an F or a D, because currently it's the lowest on the list by a margin. So I'll let you place it, Stuart, but I vote F or a D.
I'm fine with D.
Okay. Sorry. You're welcome to change it though. You do have the ultimate power as well, if you want. It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, if you feel passionate about any one of these guys, you can move them up or down a tier with $5. $5 super chat or PayPal.
Hands up.
All right, next up. Tab extra 50 Krona Picard. I'm a role model. B+. Yeah.
Let's watch this one.
Picard Day. Which is kind of why we're doing this today, because it's Patrick Stewart Day. Yeah, funny, awkward moment with a admiral, and the admiral's like, okay, well, are you making your crew throw you a Picard Day thing? It kind of gives that vibe, right? Like,
yep.
Just awkward, bad timing.
Explain, Jean-Luc. Please explain.
Yeah. The awkwardness of the moment where he's like, yeah, I'm a role model. Go figure. And with the smile, it's a nice moment. I just like the idea of Captain Picard Day as well, or Captain whoever day. Every ship has one. That'd be kind of cool. Don't know if that's necessarily the case, but
no. And it probably should have been like a season 4 episode to allow them to have that Riker Day as he threatened, and to see what that could have been very satisfying. Just how crap it was in comparison, or how uncharming. You know what I mean? The absolute contrast, or no one shows up because Picard's like done it the wrong day on purpose just to mess with them. I mean, that's really harsh, right? Fair enough, but that could be really funny.
Yeah.
And having just watched the scene, it's interesting that you say, as in the person puts this, because it's it's an ultimate context shift. He's uncomfortable in the entire scene with his crew. He doesn't want this really. He said yes because he feels obligated because Troy talked him into it. Nothing about this he likes. And all of a sudden, this over-the-top smile comes with the Admiral, which is exactly the opposite of how he feels, but he's now putting on a brave face for the Admiral because he's trying to be more professional, but it ruins his calm that he had. So it's like the exact opposite emotion, so it's doubly embarrassing because it's not even how he feels. So it's a really odd, which is why it's so genius, right? Because it is bloody weird, and it doesn't reflect at all what the scene is. But that's why it works. So it's very, yeah. But it is a
Yeah.
tiny moment. But can we summarize the moment, or because I mean, you know, if the whole Captain Picard day is the
Well,
moment, then I'd go higher. But it was just this part of it I wouldn't necessarily say was high, as high.
that's one of the moments you get Picard smiling,
Yeah.
especially in an instant where he's like,
Yep.
"There's an admiral in the room," right? Like it's such an
Mm-hmm.
odd moment. This particular line, because again, it's the awkwardness. He doesn't know what to say. Role model, and it comes across. It could come across as super arrogant to somebody who doesn't understand the context of it. Like again, like the admiral, like you made your crew give you a Captain Picard day, huh? I think it's a very memorable line for sure. The whole Picard Day thing is less memorable to me than this particular line. Like him playing with the, or it was Riker playing with the little Picard doll. That's another kind of good, I guess, Riker moment in that case. But yeah, I don't know, man.
I mean, I'd
This
say
I'd pro
a happy B or C.
yeah, I was gonna say B.
Yeah.
So but yeah, it's definitely an out of character Picard moment in a number of ways. So it's kind of neat to see. All right, we'll put that one at B. If it'll be so, there we go. All right. Let's see. We're no more super chats. Are there any PayPals? I don't think so. Negative. Hmm. Card would keep the banner. I wouldn't like it in its personal archive. Yeah, I think it's the banner. Yeah. Um,
Let me think of some ones from the new shows. Is there anything that is even interesting in the new shows? Amazon bought a show that wasn't great.
Nobody's mentioning his action star phase.
Yeah.
Remember, guys, you can do movies as well because are there any really good Picard moments?
And I got one. I want to do the poll as well. So if you read the results of the previous one, I'll set up this one.
Sure thing. Becoming Locutus a best Picard moment. Well, it's tied 50-50 with 14 votes. So, all right, so this is the introduction of number one.
Yeah, is the idea that he's
Images, figures.
a dog dad. You know, the fact that he has a dog, you know, he brought that in it personally. Is the fact that he has a dog for what was meant to be more, and what they refused to let him bring him to space. So you want to take him to space.
Well, I never got the sense that Picard was an animal person. Even horses, like he liked riding horses, but would he want to keep horses? I never got that sense. He never came across as somebody that would be a pet person. So, I mean, it might make sense to have a dog or a companion on the vineyard, but it's so quickly forgotten about. I love that it's called number one, and but it's immediately dumped and never mentioned or seen again. It's one of those moments. So for me, it's totally uniconic and very un-Picard like.
Which I wanted to throw
It's
in there because it's played as so
you
big.
want it, you wanted an F tier. That's what you.
Well,
Fair enough.
I mean, I want to give you the option, right? Because I know a lot of people at the time. I mean, I think, I mean, just happy to have more Trek, and so this sort of stuff was more acceptable. As just like, it's something new. And first, whoa, new Prime Trek, first time in whatever years. And if you're a dog person, this is lovely, but it has no symbology to me on a personal level. It's a dog. Cool. I almost wish it was a hologram dog. Then he could have. Oh, imagine if he changed dogs every day. So it's more the friend aspect. You know what I mean? Because why this dog? And I mean, I know why. Patrick found was a rescue, didn't he? And then wrote him in, and then not in it very much.
Yeah.
But yeah, never and never mentioned again. I think they'd said that Patrick or Terry wanted to put him in season 3, the dog, to call back, which makes sense. But there wasn't time or space or budget. Because why would you prioritize the 2-episode dog character?
Yeah.
So I would say no on this one. It's not one of his iconic moments. But in theory it is. So I want to throw it in there. Give people the choice.
Yeah, for me it's definitely in set an F tier because it just doesn't suit Picard or his character. So.
Well, Dan says he did have a fish tank, so he's a pet person.
Fish is not a pet.
Yep.
A fish is something it's just standard equipment as far as that goes in the ready room, I guess. I don't think he's a pet person. I never got a sense that he really gave a shit about Livingston, let's be honest.
Yeah. I think it's symbolic of what's the least effort nice to have around. I don't know. And fish are nice to look at when you feel like it.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
But also, I also wouldn't have been overly against them being hollow fish either. And it's just, it's purely decorative. That would be fine with me. Because the effect is not to have, whatever. But also that sort of tank, you wouldn't even need, in the future, you wouldn't need to feed it. Like, it'd be auto, right?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Everything's auto. So, it's just there. And it's funny. I wonder if this was an Easter egg. In Mass Effect 2, the video game, when you get your ship, it might have been 3, but I think it was 2. You get you're a captain of the ship, you get the ship, and you get to walk around the ship, and there's a giant fish tank you can get, and you can fill it with fancy alien fish that you collect on the route. It's a really big tank. It's like an entire wall of his cabin, and it's really nice. I mean, it's a lovely fish tank, and if you play the game literally with this non-important Easter eggy stuff, buying fish at every other planet, you can fill it with cool fish by the end of the game. Just something cool that they added, and that's great, right? But it wasn't just a tight tank; it's a whole space. I think in one, like if you complete it all, you get an alien when your character saying "nice fish," and that's the that's great. That's good game mechanics, right? Which is fun stuff. But Stuart, the results are 14 votes. Our first no at 57%. Oh, you've already placed it. Okay.
Yep.
There we go. Good stuff. Oh, hey, Kevin. Well, good luck between the students. Enjoy. Phrasing. All right. Good to see you. Where we going next?
All right. Laughable Larry, $5. Picard singing to Ferengi for Troy's mom. Quoting Shakespeare is more accurate, I believe. But yes. The overplayedness of this scene was great. Again, it felt a little out of character for Picard, but I mean, he was doing his over the topness to emphasize his point, I guess. And it's a very memorable scene, 100%. Yeah.
I felt this is biased in that it was on one of those discs that you'd get the CDs of best moments and then you could then play it.
Yeah.
And so I've seen this more times than most episodes of Star Trek, which is stupid, but true. So yeah, I mean, and I like we said, it's not really a Picard moment. It's not a Picard moment, but it's more a Patrick Stewart moment because he's able to go into full Shakespearean mode, and his backing sells it to the nth degree. So it's but also I guess it shows he's bendable. You know, that even though he is this more hard-edged officer who's serious, the point of saving people means he will go out of his comfort zone, and that's great,
Yeah.
right? He will, you know, proofs in the pudding, and he will do what he has to, including making a fool of himself. And right, he does make a fool of himself.
Yeah, yeah, I suppose so.
Not in the sense of we don't care, we love it, but you imagine if you're an
Yeah.
ensign who respects him as a strong you could see that being the reaction, even though we're like, good guy, good lad.
Yeah.
So I'd give this an A because of how much it's talked about and quoted.
Well, it's been quoted a lot over the years because it's Shakespeare.
It's true. It is true. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm fine with an A as well.
I wouldn't say there's a highest A, but I think it's definitely of the it's always on like an edit of best God clips, right?
Yes, yeah.
Because it's fun and different, and that obviously also plays a part.
Should we include like him with the hat and the cane dancing around the bridge?
If someone wants to do it, it's a Picard moment.
With
the guys of a
Patrick Stewart moment. But yeah.
Do you ever get sent that by Trekyards fans as if you've never seen it before? That blooper or that scene?
I missed the first part. What's this about Trekyards fans?
Have you ever been sent that clip by a Trekyards fan as it not Rosie I think you hadn't seen it yet, as if it was a new thing?
No.
I have once or twice. It's like, yeah, I have seen that. How can I not? Like, it's lovely, but yeah, I have seen that. Yeah. Yep. Thanks, guys.
Did we decide A for this one?
Yeah. Low A, I'd say, but it's it's damn iconic.
Yeah.
And a bit stupid, and that's okay.
All right, the Benji. Well, actually, we're going to switch over to PayPal for a second here.
Yes, sir.
We got Sean O'Sullivan with $5. He says, 1, Vash. He asked the writers for a love interest, ended up having an affair and losing his real life marriage.
Oh, wow.
Really? Did not know that. Did he have an affair with the Vash?
I don't think that makes sense. But also, geez.
No idea.
Also, the moment we talked about, yes, 62%. So middle. Right. So is there a particular, is there a moment about this or just him and her together? Because there's a lot of moments. Did he specify specifically?
So just did not.
Okay.
So
okay.
His scenes with Vash, some of them are great. Again, it's more like a fish out of water scenes with him because he's very uncomfortable at first with her, especially her like cozying up in the captain's chair and stuff. And she's kind of mocking him a little bit on his bridge, and he doesn't quite know how to deal with it, which is kind of odd from Picard, but he's also into it. So I don't know which moments particularly you're.
I guess the love story.
I think
is a fair summary.
To show another facet of Picard was interesting.
Yeah.
So, and it is memorable. You know, she does come back with Q. Or does she? Is she with Q in TNG? I know she is in DS9.
Well,
yeah, she leaves with Q.
They're in the same episode and they meet. Like that's yeah, they're not there together.
Cupid.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, it was nice. I was gonna say it was nice to see another side of Picard. Kind of an awkward. You know. Yeah, I think the Vosh thing is a good Picard moments, but yeah.
Well, I think she's more memorable than the science lady, who he plays a flute with in a Jeffries tube. But that's because that's sort of him doing it naturally, and Vash is him. So, I mean, there's an age gap, obviously. Although if Picard had hair, you wouldn't think so. If he had dark hair and hair, you wouldn't think they were super far out of age, right? Just, a bit. She's more, if he was in his 20s or early 30s, you'd be like, that's how he'd approach that. Because he's like smitten by the rawness of somebody. And she likes older men, so it works. Like the lady from Insurrection. So it works. He's out of his zone in so many ways, but he's more like who he was, especially at the Academy. I mean, boy, right? Hmm.
Um, my God, I'm gonna say probably because it's kind of this is a broad topic because
Yeah.
there are some good scenes with him and Vosh that
I mean, that
didn't
country
hire
gentleman
someone to
was
be a
great,
lawyer.
and just her walking in with Beverly the breakfast, and it's
Yeah,
like that's
yeah,
a really good little scene.
yeah. I'd say probably B. I'd want something more specific though, but I think B or C to average things out as just this relationship in general.
Yeah, on that logic, I'd go B then, because there's so many scenes compared to the other ones, which are just
Yes,
moments that you've got to give it the whatever you're thinking. Go the upper of that because so many scenes.
nice.
So
Apparently, they did have
ideally,
a real life
single
affair.
scenes, as in more specifics
Yeah.
would be good.
Yes.
But good stuff.
And his next one on PayPal because he got 2 for 1.
That's a thing, Stuart.
Thing on PayPal, $5 get you 2. Number 2, dismantling Sati with the first chain speech. First chain feint. Yeah. I don't know. I got this image for now. Yeah, one of the most memorable Picard speeches, and another one that's brought up all the time when it comes to Picard speeches, Measure of Man and Drumhead. But he's also quoting her father as well, which is like the nail in the coffin, and it drives her over the edge. And I just,
You say it in the eyes.
eh.
How can you do such a thing like quote my own person to me? Yes.
And the look on his face in this scene in particular is like such disdain at her, but he's also does it in a very respectful and distinguished manner. Like he's totally professional and doesn't go outside of that. So yeah, this is absolutely one of the best Picard speeches, hands down. And moment wise, I mean, I don't remember a lot of specific scenes from Drumhead. I remember when Tarsus is on the stand and some scenes like that. But yeah, this one
Well, it's the
definitely stands
vibe,
out.
isn't it? It's the vibe of the whole
Yeah,
episode because they're all the same visuals.
yeah.
That's the point, right? It's like liar, liar. How many individual moments you remember in the trial room? Well, they're all in the same exact, same angles, right? Which is fair, absolutely fine.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, but this scene works as well because of how her reaction, right? Often, it's the nature of the two things come together. Him just saying this works, but her strength against it and her going apeshit makes reason why he's so calm. Because I think he's less calm in Measure of a Man. He's calm in both. I'd say he's less calm in that. On the Picard calm scale, right? Because he's trying to be more calm here to deal with her batshit bullshit when it comes. Measure of Man, he's trying to be impassioned because he's trying to, for him,
Yeah, yeah.
to try and show
It's
something.
yeah.
Small distinctions, I know, but it's yeah. But I always say Measure of Man is better, so I'm not going to be as. I would not say S for this just because I don't think it's talked about as much by a way, by a long way personally. But
I'd say, well, yeah. I mean, I think A is perfectly reasonable.
I think it's perfectly reasonable.
Put it at A.
Put that Grampy, put that grumpy old man at A.
I don't want to be at A. All right. Okay, next up, switching back to super chats now.
That is super.
The Benji 800 throws in £5, so
What
thank you so
lad.
much.
Thank you.
And says playing the Risican flute at the end of Inner Light.
On the poll there as well, we asked about his love. We got our second no, Stuart. His love love plot with Vash. Is it some of his best Picard moments? No, at 60%.
Oh.
I know. I'll definitely want for this as well.
I was worried somebody was going to bring up Inner Light. I don't give a fuck about his flute. I mean, if you're going to live an entire lifetime, you might as well get something out of it. At least he learned how to play a flute. So that's a good thing. The fact that it's not a one and done as well, it does come back a few times like that. That's really great. Some continuity, fantastic. But I just don't care. It's not impactful to me. This it's a flute. I don't know what to tell you. It's not the best episode of TNG by any stretch of the imagination. And as far as Picard goes, I mean, Patrick Stewart probably had really fun acting in that one, but and it would define Picard quite a bit. Although it's never, again, that's another thing that's never really, even though the flute carries through, his experiences in that never really get brought up again. And I don't know if it's one of those things that fades with time, memory wise, and he just kept up with the flute stuff, perhaps. I don't know.
That's a fair thing.
It's just, I mean, the scene itself, great. They've introduced something, another pastime for Picard, and it does resurface. So if we're talking specifically the flute scene, which you did say, the flute scene at the end, sure, it's impactful. It's a good closeout to that episode. But I don't know where I would rank it. I wouldn't rank it high. Looking at the list, everything B and above, I think is more important to me and more something I would mention before this. I don't even know if it ever even.
But as we know,
touches
that's personal bias against this episode for you, right? That's entirely a you thing, which is absolutely fine, of course. I'm in a similar boat, somewhat. It's like we both have the ship stuff. Go mention that stuff, right? Some people do not care. Steve Shives, haha. Who cares about canon? Hi, Steve.
Yeah.
It's funny because this, I would have thought. Would I have thought? I feel like him being old is more memorable in this episode. Right? The being there living with his family, not the end beat. Because this is just a guy in a room with a flute. That's him in old age makeup. Super well acted.
It's the icing on the end of the episode.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a nice song. It's him. It's being alone, no family, nobody around him. And then the music. It's a nice tune, and then it trails off into the credits. And I think that's a really impactful ending.
Matthew DeFrias, he never uses it again. I think he looks at it for a second. Nope, he plays it with his scientist lady with her piano. It's rather cute. Doesn't he mention it special? And then I think we see him hold it one other time.
Yeah, it is, and you see it on his desk and stuff as well, many times.
And it's in Picard season 1 or 2 or 3. They put it in that because you'd have to.
And they mention it in Lower Decks.
Yeah,
it's like Picard with his flute.
Yeah,
I can't remember the context, but
yeah, it's symbology of a symbology of an episode, but it is a lingering thing. That's tricky. Because it's a single thing that represents everything about it. So it's more iconic than the episode in a way because it represents it in a single bit. I think most will give it an A. I think most will give it an A.
I'd be fine with a B.
And if you love the episode, you give it an S. We just don't love the episode, right? Yeah, I'm happy to go for B because we don't like it. We don't care that much. Does he not play it? I think he plays it at the end. I think she's... And he's playing at the end of the episode.
He's talking about in Picard, though.
Oh, he doesn't play a flute in Picard.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Yeah.
He said, in Picard, that is. I said in Picard. Oh. It's just there in Picard. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair. Right. Interesting board so far.
Super interesting. And we like the random ones that we wouldn't even think about.
Like Tab Extra.
Oh my god.
20 krona.
Appreciate it.
It's Picard working with children in disaster.
That's a funny one, because does anybody talk about it? But it is amazing. Right?
Again, has his moments, yeah. He's a fish out of water again. Doesn't quite know how to deal with kids. but definitely pulls off the captainy thing, which is also ironically kind of like a parent thing. There's probably one or two particular instances from that episode which would be memorable, but again, this doesn't really
Disaster, I
make
think.
him. Yeah.
Let's try it.
And there's nothing that really kind of softens him towards kids or the idea that he wants kids or anything. Like, I like the end of the episode where the kids come up and give him the thing and he smiles and whatever, but I don't know. I don't think it's super high on a list for me as far as uh, other moments that are here. But again, it's like Vosh is showing a different facet of Picard, which is interesting. So I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I'd put this above Sharp Wesley because that is him being out of character. This is him being such growth in character that it's remarkable. Because, and so for me, when I think about this bit, it's interesting because he's hurt, so he's not his best, and we all can't process when we're, not doing well. And he doesn't like kids, he can't deal with kids, he can't understand kids. He's so far from a kid, it's unreal. And so the fact that the writers made the genius decision to make him transcode his crew onto them, so give them strength by being more mature, by having them be a crew, which lets them be stronger. And it's also the only way that Picard as a character can deal with them efficiently without just saying, I don't get kids. That both extremes work together beautifully. So hard, so far so that the pip scene is beautiful when he hands, has 4 pips he's given them, and they so love it, and the kids do such a good job with that. And then they get out together, truly, there's no caveat. They work together as a team, as a crew, pull themselves up by the bootstraps kind of thing. And at the end, you have this gorgeous moment of number one, and the kid replies because she's so taken up by the experience that she thinks she's number one. It's incredible Picard stuff that for me, it beats the single Sharp Wesley by, this is so Picard, and there's a growth. So much growth of the character. He would never do this in season 1 or 2, but the fact that he's able to do this. And he could be a dad, kind of. Probably not, but could be. At least he can deal with the kids as long as he brings them to his level. It's great.
Yeah. There you go. You like it more than I do?
I think I remember it more. Honestly. I think I remember it more. It was one of my favourite subplots of the episode, so.
Oh.
Because it's so different, right? And the kids actually, kid actors doing a good job is like, hey, you did a good job. Because they don't always, right?
2 of the 3 do a good job.
2 of the 3 do a good job.
Blonde-haired boy's not so good.
Girl's good. And they're all trying.
They're very trying. All kids are trying.
Well, yeah. I mean, trying successfully. See, I'd give this a B.
Trying my patience.
So I'd definitely give this a B just for quality of the work and the...
Sure.
The that end moment at least is just super good. Super good stuff.
Cool beans.
Why am I Sean Connery? I don't know, but I'm Sean Connery, apparently. Sean Connery. Good stuff.
All right.
We love the variation.
Next up, we got tab extra. 100 krona.
Beautiful.
It's Picard's Captain Ahab speech, first contact. So that's the line must be drawn here, no further.
How many syllables?
Actually,
so many syllables.
It's actually Lily that says, "Oh, you're Captain Ahab hunting his whale."
Yep.
But yeah, good angry speech, but it kind of came out of nowhere for me because we had all of TNG where it's like there's not really this hatred inside Picard. You know, we get a nice closeout, and then the first movie, all of a sudden, it's like, "Fuck the Borg, we gotta fuck Ensign Lynch. You're fucking useless.
I've always
You're
hated him. He was always saying that, wasn't he?
Yeah. There's no hope for you, even though I was just similar. It's fine. We're moving on. It just, he came across as an angry guy that I never had the sense that he was, because
and not even the angry old man trope, because that could have been a way they played it, but he's not.
Yeah.
Right.
No, like we had 4 seasons where he kind of dealt with it and whatever, and it just didn't seem like that it was this close to the surface.
Yep.
I guess going back in time and assimilating all of Earth might do that to somebody.
Yeah, you know,
But
maybe.
it's a fantastic speech, but it's very it's one of those things that I watch it and I see myself, because a lot of times I will get a little bit emotional and say things or do things that I really regret. And that's kind of one of those speeches where he's like working on the
Mm.
phaser rifle
Hmm.
and he just starts going, gets to the point where he's yelling and smashes his little ships by accident and then feels bad about it. So I totally get it, but it just doesn't feel very Picard like to me. But I also love the fact that it's showing his PTSD and how that can
Hmm.
just come back and bite you in the ass sometimes.
Hmm.
So it's actually, it humanizes him quite a bit. It is a good speech. And yeah, I hate Lily, but that's another situation.
Until she returned lower decks, and you were kind of fond of her.
Yeah, I didn't mind it then.
Yeah,
But
it's
yeah, for me, it's going to be up there, either A or S for me personally, because like I said, it humanizes Picard. It shows a different side of him. It shows the PTSD side coming out. But to me, it kind of came out of nowhere when I first saw it. I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? This is not Picard that I've
it's
watched.
action Picard.
Because honestly, it had 4 seasons after the cutest thing to, and we never saw him angry like this. Again, a different facet of Picard. I mean, we might have seen him angry once or twice. I just can't remember.
Yeah, yeah, that's an interesting point. Hmm.
Yeah.
Well, it's also funny because it did become a meme, right? It went beyond it. What a choice,
Yeah.
right? It's such a choice to make. So it's famous because it's so odd and because he plays it so straight and so serious.
Yeah.
It's a big bold moment, and you feel the moment of it. And it is symbolic because they removed the gold ships from the Enterprise, right? They put them back for
Yes.
this movie to then
Yeah.
fuck them over. That was a choice, right? They were gone. They were not in the ship. They had to make a choice to remake them, put them back in, which is a very conscious choice of screwing the past and whatever. And so that's also very, very apt. Um, I know it's not that relevant, but also I guess the grounding of glass, right? Because why wouldn't all of those surfaces be undestroyable by hitting them with an object? You'd think they'd be made stronger than just glass.
Yeah. I think everything would be transparent aluminum on the ship.
Yeah, just for safety, because otherwise, if you throw a brick,
But I
so
mean,
yeah.
Admiral What's His Nuts got thrown through a table that broke, and
Oh well,
there's
that
just glass when it's convenient and exciting.
but that could have been like I'm overthinking it. That could have been a table he brought from a mission from an alien planet, right? That could have been a alien glass, not part of the furniture. Like actually, you know, whatever. Small note, but could have been. So it's symbolic of shattering who he is. Yeah, I would say it's an S just for like this is one of the best moments of First Contact, but not because of First Contact, just because the acting, the staging, the music, the oh man, because it's not him, and it makes him pull back, right? This is the over the top because it is. Please stop being like this,
Yeah.
Picard. You've gone too
Yeah.
far. You're gonna kill us all, even though you've already literally killed some of them. Yes.
Yeah. Um,
Mm-hmm. Good stuff.
yeah. I'm going to say S as well. So,
Yes.
yes, rhymes with S.
Yes.
Excellent. All right. Let me see what we got going on here. No more PayPals, unfortunately. 13 minutes ago, we put the poll up. 21 votes. Is Picard playing the flute at the end of Inner Light one of your favorite Picard moments? No wins with 52%. It was close. It was tied for quite a while there. So
Everyone's different. Is what perspective.
yeah. Um,
Human Legacy suggests one. Best Picard moment is what we've all said since 2009. It wasn't until this moment, reunited with you all, I realized that I've missed most the carpet.
yeah. Yeah.
That's a pretty good moment. Ryan Case says maybe the assimilation, the first contact was building because of all the years since he was assimilated. Oh, for sure. But, you know, clues, you know, it's like if you don't mention Alexander Worf's son for 5 years and say, ah, yes, he was secretly there the whole time. It's like, okay. All the events that have happened, you'd have thought he'd have been involved in some way, but okay, sure.
So, I have one I want to throw in.
Excellent.
From the Naked Now.
Oh my God, Stuart, you saucy boy.
Becomes a horse for a second.
Is that the moment? The horse moment? Or just the whole scene?
No, that particular moment.
Okay, excellent.
Not now, Doctor. Like, what the fuck? What kind of acting choice was that? It's such an odd moment. First of all, second episode of TNG. We don't really know the characters. Yes, they're going to establish this will they, won't they, with these two characters for sure. Great. But yeah, his little sound effect there was an interesting acting choice. And, you know, Patrick Stewards is a pretty good actor. I just want to know what's going through his mind. That's a question I want to ask him if I ever get a chance to sit down with him. I don't know if he would remember that particular moment, but it like, yes, I understand there's there's sexual frustration going on, but I don't understand. I just don't understand. It always sticks out to me. I think it's a hilarious moment, and I never see anything else like it from him. So, whereas Cisco has lots of and like funny kind of laugh, quick, you know, whatever moments, which are kind of similar to this in a way. But this is the only Picard instance where it happens, and it's kind of funny.
What a throw-in,
right?
So, I've got to imagine that was like take 3. You know, like first take they did it and it wasn't fully committing because they weren't sure how far they could go, right? And they say, right, cut, okay, guys, you're drunk. Just go for it. Take 2, bit more intense. Maybe Beverly's does it down a bit more, right? And it's a bit more, and a bit more sweat. Take 3. You know what, guys? This is not working. Just have fun with it, and more water, more sweat, and go for it. And Patrick just does it. There's no thought. He just does it. And you imagine how close they are as actors. Like, it's so intense. They feel his breath and Gates is reacting. And then watching the director's like to the writer, cut. And Patrick's like, was that good? I don't know. Yeah.
No, we need it more animalistic. Can you make an animal sound of some sort?
A cheetah? No, something else. A baboon? Something else. A horse? Yes.
Perfect.
But it's the sort of scene that I'd feel so uncomfortable doing, but you've got to imagine the actors liked doing, because it's so acty, right? Yeah. But it's not it's hard to express.
Human legacy. To be honest, this moment is probably how Mirror Picard would behave 24/7.
Oh my God! And I'll get the next one.
Okay. Yeah, it's one of those things that will pop into my head occasionally is when somebody mentions Picard, especially Picard and Crusher. It's such a funny off thing about Picard. It's just a standout moment that seems very un-Picard-like. So, but for me, it's probably going to be a B.
Well, I think their interaction this episode is an S because it's so texturally unique, but it makes sense if you backdate it all logically, because it reminds you of, it's like what they would have done had they not been Jack and they were 25 and drunk at a bar. This is just what happened, right? And therefore, seeing it as like 40-year-olds is like nice. Ridiculous. So it's a fun context. But yeah, I think B is certainly fair. I like B.
I just wanted for the one sound effect. And the line, not now, Doctor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, the scene's just fantastic. It was either super intentional and they pitched this really cool thing, or super unintentional, and it's just a good vamp that just worked.
At the end of the day, he's like, I really hope they don't use that take.
Yeah, yeah. Well, also remember the famous old story of Patrick. He came to, he left his better stage acting, to do this, and his agent said, "Oh, you'll be there a year. So do a year, get paid more than you've got paid before, come back."
Yeah.
And oh fuck, I was there for 12 years doing fucking Star Trek. Not quite that, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's good. It's good stuff.
The Benji 800 throws in £5.
Thank you so much.
It's a bit of a meme one, but the Deja Q facepalm does sum up
Mhm.
Picard having to deal with Q. Yeah, the whole Q's here. It's not my favorite Picard facepalm though.
Mm.
Favorite one is with Data, the double facepalm. That's but yeah, this one is like this guy's here again. It's definitely been used over the years, and yeah, you look up Star Trek facepalm, this is absolutely going to show up. So it's memorable for that, and also just the headache of Q showing up. Like I said, they have an interesting dynamic, those two, and they have some fun scenes together in moments. So yeah, this is going to be up there for me as well. Honestly, probably I might even put this at S personally, because it is like one of those oh shit, hate this guy moments, right? Which is uncharacteristic for Picard, really. He's usually more calm and cool than this, but it's like, I just don't want to deal with this shit today or ever. Yeah.
Well, it's interesting across the board, but unlike every other Q encounter where he is a child dealing with a god, now he's got some semblance of power because Q can't do anything exactly. And what is Picard's reaction? Oh god! And that's so fun because he's not Brig. He's not punishing him for it. It's just this is even more annoying. Which,
now it's my problem.
Yeah, like it's layers upon layers, and that's really, really smart. But it's like, do I have to deal with this man? Yeah. Yeah, it's very clever. And I mean, this is the top 4 memeable Trek things anyway. I mean, it's got to be super up just in the general pantheon of memes, right? Although, having searched for it, he's only this for like 3/4 of a second, and then he leaves it and looks. So it's actually not. It's a still frame kind of moment. Imagine the VHS people having to pause it, right? Really get practiced at pausing because VHS had a second. Yeah, I mean, it's got to be an S, hasn't it? 'Cause it's such a memeable meme of the meme.
Great call, Benji.
Yep.
This is kind of what I was thinking when I proposed this idea. These kind of moments.
Well, as we know, the people have the power.
They have the power.
Yeah, literally. All right, I'm going to go back to Modern Trek again and see if I can find anything else Picard have people discuss, because maybe there's some good shit in there.
Yes, indeed. All right, 33 of you here, which is fantastic.
Beautiful.
Make sure you're all subscribed, guys. Also, hit that like button. We have 22 likes. I'd like to get up to 25. That's 3 more. Math. Or maybe even up to 30. Hit that like button, guys. And keep the suggestions coming. Best Picard moments, quotes, lines.
Cardisms.
Anything.
Yes. Things that make you go, ooh. I've got a possible one. This is okay. I'll submit it and see what people think, because I'm throwing another curveball. So this is his part of the Clancy. I'm a famous lad, and you'll help me, Clancy. Fuck off! Oh, fucking ridiculous. This scene, he's not what makes it famous, but right. Your thoughts?
Sheer fucking hubris. Well, I don't think he was out of bounds to go and request this. He had saved the Federation multiple times. He's fucking Jean-Luc Picard, for Christ's sakes. Yes, I understand that he kind of pissed off Starfleet with some of the things he said on the Federation News Network. But, and I also get the, you've been away from Starfleet for a while, coming back and just expecting to be like, well, welcome back with open arms. Here's a ship. It is a little bit preposterous in the same way, but also it's not just a regular captain. He was the captain of your flagship for how many years, and did so much great things diplomacy wise as well as whatever, right? So it is a little bit, there is a little bit of hubris there in walking into the situation and expecting that, but the resistance he meets up with her is, it feels more personal. It feels like something happened between those two specifically, uh to warrant the reaction that he gets. It's a great scene. It honestly is. And absolutely memorable for the sheer fucking hubris of it all. But I guess it's one of the standout moments from Picard, especially season one.
What was the first swear word
But it
series
also,
in a long time, right?
but it also slaps Picard down. It makes him look weak and, pathetic. It's one of those, you're just a tired old man. Get the fuck out of here. Nobody cares what your opinion is or what you think. So
Which is
it's
funny
actually a
because
bad thing.
she's not a spring chicken either, bitch.
No, no, but everybody shits on Picard in season one and treats him like a pathetic old man that can't make his own decisions or do the right thing, or, you know, so it's kind of a bad thing in a way. But it is a standout from season one of Picard for sure.
Yes. Yeah, it's a crazy one because it's symbolic of everything that's wrong with Picard as a show, but it's also super interesting in the perspective. It's just how it's written, how it's played, and where it sits in the show. It's a bold choice, but yeah, it does make a bit more sense knowing that he left on stupid terms at stupid times for stupid reason, and in fact that was his hubris, right? I will retire if you don't re-help Romulus. No. Okay, retire. Fuck. Put myself in that corner, didn't I? Like, that's hubris that he thought that choice would have got them to change their mind. That, in fact, that might be what she's thinking of, right? Not this. Him asking for a scout ship is fucking nothing, right? They've got 6 in orbit currently, right? I mean, Geordie's got a couple at the museum they could ask for. That probably could work if they went for it, right?
Take out the SS Enterprise. The refit.
Yeah, or a big one that happens to have a saucer that's wide, fat. One could say.
Oh,
yes. I mean, and then Prime's 5 minutes away. And that's of course the irony. Had they known the show, he would have gone to any of his friends, like he does with Riker, who gets into on Titan. Same day, like 24 hours, right? He could have gone to Geordie and asked for a ship, and they at least have shuttles he could have taken. Because where's he trying to go? He's trying to track down the sister, isn't he?
Yeah.
I guess the shuttle's not safe, but yeah, go to Geordie,
Donnie says, by the way, our good friend Larry Nemechek says hello. Well, hello, Larry Nemechek and Donnie.
Hey, Larry.
Good to see you guys.
Sad we can't see you at Vegas, but money, travel, time. Have a great Vegas through me, through Donnie. Yes. It's a tricky one. It's remembered for all the wrong reasons. Yeah. And would it have worked a lot better if the last episode was filmed? Her submitting to his authority and his experience and saying sorry. Not literally sorry, but yeah, exactly. Yeah. Can I have that? I was wrong. I probably should have listened. Maybe you do know some shit.
Yes, that would have been much better than just putting Will Riker in there. But you could have had your cake and eaten it too. You could have had both her and him in that scene.
same dialogue, just on different intercuts of the same speech, basically. God.
B tier for this one? Or do you think it should be higher?
I think C on a protest vote that it's also Picard. If you know what I mean. because it's symbolically big, but I think the death moment's way bigger and more impactful. We remember this for
Oh,
her
I
bit, not
don't.
for his bit, right?
Yeah, I suppose so. Okay.
I want to throw it in there because it's such an interesting moment and see what you guys thought most of the vote. Yeah.
All right. We have a $5 PayPal from Mr. Kevin.
Oh, beautiful.
And he says, measure of a man, I think, where Picard defends the rights of data and all artificial life forms should be S tier when he points out that they would be slaves. Wow. It is in S tier. It was the first
Well,
one in S tier.
technically that was the last moment. So
Yeah, I know. That was the speech specifically.
yeah.
So here we go. This moment, I also agree with you. Especially this particular scene. Good job on getting this picture. I like this one. It's like, look, he's got all these medals. Why do you keep them? Because they mean something to him. Yeah, it's just great. So yeah, Measure of a Man, most, if not all, the Picard moments in that are S tier. It's the best of best what Picard can be and is.
Well, I like what you said there, just to sidestep the entire thing about what we're trying to talk about. Why even give medals to a robot?
It's not a robot, he's an android.
That's what I'm saying. No, that's what I'm saying. If they don't think he's worth independent thought and dignity and rights, why are you commending what a robot does based on programming with medals? You thought he was human enough to give medals.
I was going to say, did they even make that point in this instance? I don't think they did. Like, why would Starfleet issue him medals if they didn't think he was
like you can change your mind over time. I get that, but you asserted he had some level of sentience, especially as oh gosh, it's the anecdote of should you give a French transfer student an award for best French in the French class in an English school when it's just their language? Well, no, because
yes,
then yes, but then should you give Data a S grade award for strength training in the gym for gym when he literally is built for, you know what I mean? These default things they can do better. There's no argument, but you're still awarding them. So I'm assuming he earned all these because of reasons, right? But then if the reason is because he can think fast, and therefore he did the thing fast, well, yeah, of course he can, right?
yeah.
Oh, damn, I forgot about that Shattered Universe. Oh yeah,
Yes.
they're all S. I mean, the especially as, I mean, just a bold episode to even think about doing, right? To call into question the reality that we should care about one of our core cast, and they don't, as good Treks do, they show both sides. It isn't Riker being a fucking racist. Both have very fair points because that makes a good argument, right? They think about it and they do it.
It also shows you how bad Picard season 1 is, where they just forget about Measure of a Man entirely.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, no, exactly. It's
like it wasn't even mentioned in Picard season 1, the events of Measure of a Man, and it should have been at least mentioned by somebody, whether it be Picard or somebody else.
Didn't mention Lal, his actual daughter.
Oh fuck, yeah, it's another thing. I have a daughter. Yeah, you had another one. Remember? You did you delete that little bit of? Fuck's sakes. Yeah. Okay. Let's see if we have another PayPal nip.
Oh, welcome to read out the poll. I gave people
yes. It's currently got 14 votes, so go vote if you haven't. But the Measure of a Man, Picard arguments, a best Picard moment, yes or no? Don't know who would vote no, but apparently somebody has. Let's go vote in the poll, guys. Let's see. We currently have 26 of you here and 26 likes. Great. But if you're one of those people that hasn't hit like yet, hit like. Another 4 likes at 30 would be fantastic.
But who wouldn't do that, Stuart? That'd be
it's
crazy.
So easy and simple to do.
That's crazy.
I watch a lot of YouTube videos and forget to hit like a lot of the times until they say at the end, hit like. I'm like, oh shit, yeah, I really did enjoy this. I'll hit like. So I'm guilty of it too. That's why I keep reminding you guys.
That's not necessarily the reason, but part of why I don't get ad blocker is I'm happy to give the ad revenue as intended to, you know.
Yeah.
Especially it's funny when we do a video and we play our own video for a video we're doing and I have to watch the ad. It's like, oh, an ad. It's like, well, yeah, but I get 0.1
You
cents
just
of
made
it.
us. You just made us a quarter of a cent.
Yeah,
Sweet.
yeah. I was like, I'm not going to complain too much. Now, I'm not going to tell you what this is. You're going to guess what this is. I'm going to submit another moment from current, like, modern Picard. If I say the most embarrassing moment he does, you're going to know exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah.
What
Am
is
I
it,
not
Stuart?
sufficiently? Am I not sufficiently sinister?
All I had to say, guys. Well
Yep.
done. Well
Yep.
done. Incoming.
All
Because
right.
that's
Cool.
worth
Yeah.
talking about too. As if they didn't know how to treat the character.
Super memorable, but for the wrong reasons again.
Super memorable,
It's a
hardly an
little bit.
inconvenience.
It's a little bit out of place. It's a lot bit out of place, but whatever.
Better
Um.
with 7 or without 7. You can pick whichever you like better.
Ah. Without.
Cool. But Measure of Man, yes, 88% on his overall speeches. Now let's ask this one. Because this is Picard having fun.
Am I not sufficiently sinister? The over the top French accent, which is ironic. Yeah. A little bit of a cringe moment, but also fun. I mean, there wasn't a lot of fun in Picard season 1. So for one little moment, it's kind of like that's kind of fun. Oh my god, what's next? Fajazzle. Yeah. Um, so it's a small sparkle, a glitter of light in some very murky waters. That is Picard season 1. However, we know that not only Patrick Stewart but John McPicard can act better than this. It just seems a little bit out of place. Is what I'm saying. I mean, he was schooling Data on how to act, especially Shakespeare stuff on the holodeck, right? So he's a better actor than this. So
But he is now currently suffering from rheumatic syndrome, which does kill him in like 5 days. So,
sure.
or whatever the shit that was. They don't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it is a meme. Again, for the wrong reasons. I think like Sharp Wesley a little bit for the wrong reasons, but it is funny. And he is committing. He's having fun with it. It's out of character.
He should be committed.
Oh, sorry?
He should be committed. He's not committing. He should be committed.
But it's a in the grand scheme of the show, it feels like Michael Chabon and team are just trying to make this character feel old and senile and stupid.
I don't think so. I think it is totally unscripted. I think it was something he
Oh my
did
god.
just off the cuff, and they're like, "Hey, that's good. We'll keep that. That's good." Because
I've never heard that, but I could see that. So you think it's more like the Ghostbusters film, Ghostbusters, where they just riff and they edit the best riff in? That was funny on the day, and it's like
I think it might have been like the 15th take, and he just was tired and just wanted to do something silly and fun to make people laugh.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's really good. We'll keep that. That's what it feels like to me.
I could see that. Yeah, because I assume the French accent was I think they said that was a meta reference to his Frenchness. That was in the script. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, doing it, how you do the accent is variable, and yes, the sinister, you could say that, sinister, and not sinister. Yeah, I could see that. As he said, he wanted to act, right? He wanted to do things, and just being Picard the whole time isn't exactly a challenge or fun. Fair enough. Fair enough. Oi. Gosh, it would
For me, it might be a D. Although it is a standout from season 1, is it better than the farewell or the sheer fucking hubris? It's cringeworthy, but I think it's deliberately cringeworthy. It's kind of like a.
Oh my god, that's such a hard choice you're making me choose.
Well, there's no right or wrong answer. I'll go with whatever you say.
God. Yeah. I've spoken to Patrick. It was lovely, but I don't think I've got a chance again. It would be so interesting to be able to bring a laptop to him for an hour and show him clips from the new Trek and say, "Tell me about this moment." Because he's got to know it's not as iconic or as well received. And in fact, I don't know if you guys saw this. I don't know if you saw it yet, but Kate Mulgrew was at a panel month ago. Did you see this?
Might have.
And she was asked about doing Captain Janeway, and her reaction was, "But do you want to see that?"
Yes,
Yes.
yes, yeah, I've seen
And
that.
then she countered saying, "Yes, but you did see Star Trek Picard, didn't you?" With the face of
Yes.
and a voice of it as a, it wasn't good, as if
Yes.
it's not worth doing. It was very clear what she meant
Yeah.
because she didn't like the quality either, and she saw the reviews, so she knows.
Well, we want Admiral Janeway that we saw in Prodigy.
Yeah, because she had her return. She was fantastic. No complaints really.
Yeah.
See, I think this is in the similar stupid ballpark. Which is actually a good thing in that this got a C, even though it's literally a line, and in fact it's like 4 words, right? So the fact that
Yeah.
it's the same level of speech is so much more memorable, right? Because it's just so done. I'm glad you got it from that. Proud of you, buddy. Is there anything from season 2 I can find? Do I even have all of season 2? Yes, okay. Guys, we've got just over 20 minutes left. There is definitely a few core key ones. So submit. PayPal if you can, of course. 2 for 1.
I have one I want to bring in.
Excellent.
It's not really Picard, but it's Picard.
See, that was my temptation for the thumbnail, but I thought it's not our Picard, but yeah. Good job.
Yeah. From yesterday's Enterprise, let's make sure history never forgets the name Enterprise. Fantastic quote. And very reminiscent of even our Picard, even though it's not our Picard.
Yeah.
Just
You didn't clarify canon prime Picard,
no, I didn't. No.
So that's fair.
Can be anything. That's fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is absolutely like one of those good speeches. We might die, whatever, but we got to protect that ship. Maybe that'll change history for the better, like Sam Beckett, or Captain Archer. But yeah, let's make sure history never forgets the name Enterprise. Fantastic quote, and it's been used a lot over the years as well. I think a lot of people forget that it's not actually like prime timeline quote, but that's okay. Yeah, this is the Enterprise crew being the Enterprise crew. Good job.
Yeah, this one's an interesting, tricky one. Because would Prime Picard give this speech?
Yes.
Okay. But would he do it in this hard way? I don't think so. Because he is a military man in this episode. Right? Yeah. So there's a stoneness to it, which is very apt. But real Picard wouldn't do this way. Words, yes. Inclination, no. And that also could have been fun if they'd done it in season 7 as like a different scene, same speech, and see how it would have played at the real version.
Yeah.
Would be actually really interesting. But it's I mean, I've written a couple of end speeches for characters in Trek shorts, and so even before like big moments where you could die, and it's interesting to say, what do you say when, I mean, we saw in TOS how many times we're 4 seconds from death. So the fact that Picard's rallying call for his suicide mission, on top of a suicide, he knows, right? He knows double suicide mission, right? That it's about the legacy of this name, that the name matters, what we're doing here matters, that lives on. That's what he chooses to say. I mean, the writers choose to say, but that's what he chooses to say. Really symbolic of what matters to him. Legacy, history, Hey, if Locutus gets S, this bitch gotta get S too, right? Right?
Yes.
Coughing means yes.
It does. Oh, what the fuck? Yes. Oh my god, an S.
Yeah.
We want some more Fs, guys. Can you guys think of any Fs?
Good challenge. That's and 2 for 1. So throw in some Fs. That is a good challenge. I like it.
Oh, we do have a PayPal.
We do.
Classic for real.
Oh my god, he's here.
Classic
oh no,
for real wants Picard waking up next to what's her face because Q woke up woke him up screaming about a flower delivery for Jean-Luc Picard from Tapestry. And if Scary French season 1 Picard is already hiding that, then just Picard something. Yeah, that moment has not been used. You want the moment where he wakes up with Q beside him?
Yes.
Or
I think that's what he's saying. Some translation
yes.
needed.
Yeah. And such a great moment. Just the rollover and the Jesus Christ. And taken out of context, I mean, people that haven't watched Star Trek and see that. It's kind of funny.
There it is. Okay,
Anyway.
I thought it was early in the episode. Yeah.
But yeah. Yeah, for me, that's probably an S tier moment. Just the reaction, and then the pulling the covers up as well. It's like, well, yeah. Anyway, yeah.
I don't think about Tapestry enough.
I know, right?
Because I'm scrolling and I forgot this is the best concept. Because this is what we both like but don't love, Stone Age of Forever. This is so much better.
Oh yeah.
As a concept, execution, what it does to the character, the component of canon. It's, I mean, the fact that she's 16 isn't great, or whatever, the actress, that's not great. But ignoring that important factor, it's so great. And it's so clever, and it's so interesting, and he's so small, and I need to get some of these shitty undershirts for Rathacon. I forgot they're just like a white t-shirt. I mean, color, division color. Just a white t-shirt up to the line of the jacket. And that, wow, now I've got Picard season -10 uniforms. So seriously, look how crap this undershirt. I mean, it's better than, I guess, Enterprise C, which is no undershirt.
Yeah.
But it's so underwhelming.
Yeah. Yeah, for me, this moment in particular is very much, it kind of embodies Q and Picard's relationship, and not in the sexual way, just in the awkward, you never know what can happen kind of way, and just the frustration, not really frustration, but like, for fuck's sakes, moment of him rolling over and realizing that it's Q. Yeah, for me, it's S tier, easily.
Yeah, like I don't think I Tapestry enough. I really should.
Yeah, you should.
And it's a bold choice by the director as well, because it's such a. I mean, look at that. He's clenching his dignity, etc. And that's Patrick's choice to play it vulnerable as well.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah. Yep. You're fine with S then?
I would probably said A, just because compared to the S's, there is a distinction. I would say it's not as ultra iconic as, Measure of a Man, right? It's a fun joke, but it's not the speech of Data's sentience, right?
But yet the face palm's up there.
Yes, because that is the meme of all memes of TNG. This is a good meme.
Gotcha.
So I would say it's just below.
Okay. There you go. Classic. If you want it moved up, you know what to do.
Do it for Stuart.
Do it for Stuart. That rhymes. That's great.
Yeah.
Yes. Let's see what we got going on here. We have 27 of you here and 30 likes. Good. We hit our 30 like goal. Thank you so much, guys.
Beautiful.
That's great. If you haven't hit like yet, though, please do so.
Oh, yes. A Wolf 359 moment. That'd be a good moment. But it's not up to us to put them in, so. Because what a cheeky cheat. As in bringing a DS9 scene. That's great. Are there any moments that you have in your brain that aren't these? We've done some pretty core ones here, right? I guess there was some. Maybe I'll find from my interaction. Is there any moments you're thinking like, damn, why hasn't anyone mentioned it yet? that comes to mind? Because we've got some pretty cool ones here, right?
Well, Picard getting shot with an arrow.
Yeah.
It's pretty.
In
and him
Tapestry
saying he's
laughing
not
because of the
God.
heart. That's a good one.
That also, yeah. Oh, his little wave that he does on the bridge.
Yeah.
That's a very memorable one. Him drawing a smiley face in the warp core
Yeah.
coolant stuff.
Now you're gonna remember this, but let's see if you remember what is this moment. You should get
They're
this.
talking about the wedding and being naked.
Nope.
At the ceremony.
Nope.
Don't know.
Used to be explorers, Jet.
Oh, remember when we used to be explorers?
Yep. Yeah. And it's most offhand comments. He goes in the turbo lift, then doors close, where they all have a little look, and it's like, oh yeah. Because why the hell are we doing this? Well, his neck's the same size as when he was a cadet, so it's fine.
Surprised you didn't do the moment where he puts the little bead thing on his head.
For a good moment too. Yeah, the movies were good at moments because they want to have stuff. But we're at the poll results. I'll put this one in, and people can vote on their their thoughts.
Would you rate Frenchman Scary Picard as one of your favorite Picard moments? No, with 53% and 19 votes.
So I think this is a very good moment. Not necessarily because it's memorable in terms of like that moment from Insurrection, but it's just so much about the character and where he is. He's post action Picard. So he's not first contact Picard. He's in the Dominion War, and this is his lamentation that, you know, I liked that when we were that. Now we're doing random stuff. And as they say in the movie, this is not exactly a high class mission because they really need allies. So not that those are riffraff. No. But we wouldn't have necessarily brought them in like 10 years ago because yeah.
There are also some moments from Devil's Due with Ardra.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Yeah. So I like you guys remembering because there's moments we don't remember that you remember that you force us to think about, which we like.
This one for me is probably B at best. My initial thought was C, but I think it's better than the stuff in C. Even though it's an interesting line.
Well, same as the other ones. It's not memorable, but it is iconic for the character, and so therefore it like changes where it places. So if I don't remember a line, it's not iconic, but you remember a line, it's iconic. But then if it means something to you, so many things.
Where do you want this one put?
I think this is. I think this is near enough to Captain Picard on role model. It's very much him in a weird mood. You know, the weird mood of the raunchy. You know.
B it is. You guys go vote in the poll. We got 7 votes. Is Picard's Remember When We Used to Be Explorers moment a best Picard moment? Yes or no? Go vote. We have 27 of you here and only 7 votes. So, and also hit like if you haven't already.
Please do.
Yes, please do. That's an order.
Oh, actually, I'm going to do another one distinctly. Same movie. You won't get this one, but what would be the other moment? What's a big moment that really should be on this list from this movie that I'm putting on? I don't think you'll get it, but any idea? Like a properly deep one. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Just get the best screen capture.
Let me see the image. That might help.
Well, yeah, but then you'd know it because he's doing it, which is fine. Yeah, just didn't know if you'd have the same instinct. Oh. All right, my other pick is Picard. Put his down as rank pips. In essence, retiring from Starfleet to go against everything he stands for, to fight for everything he stands for, and taking pips off one at a time to go rogue. Huge moment in the movie. Huge moment in his career. and you know the ultimate everything on the line, and the way they play that scene is just gorgeous. This and then it goes into teeth and just really beautifully, just simple, efficient, and you know money where your mouth is. He's doing it.
Hmm.
You know.
Kind of forgot about this scene, to be honest. I remember
Excellent.
him going rogue, but I don't remember this. Oh, I do now that I've seen it, but
Yeah.
it's not one that I would think of, honestly. But yeah, it is very symbolic, especially for Picard, who's very by the book, right?
Yeah. This always stood out for me just for everything it represents. Because he could have said this offhand, but he does it one at a time. He makes the choice.
Mhm. Yeah.
Card does this, right?
Yep.
What do you guys think? Is it
Interesting.
memorable? Well, that's not a poll currently, but do you guys remember this one? Because there's actually a lot of iconic moments in this movie. I forgot because it's kind of being a bit more silly. You know, him singing, um, him mumboing,
Yeah.
him shooting Arafel and murdering him, but not with a fire. A lot of moments actually, because it's meant to be a moment film, right? It's meant to film something more lighthearted.
Mm.
I
Back
appreciate
in
the current
time,
poll.
living in a moment.
Seeing the old winged hummingbird. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's good stuff. And it looks good in 4K, even the problems. Even the flaws. Especially the flaws.
I don't have any personal stakes in this one. I understand what it means, but it's one of those ones I didn't remember till you threw it up. So I'll let you
Yeah,
rank
well,
this one.
it's the same thing as the ones you remembered more than I did. I can't remember those the other two went because I don't know. Yeah, for me, this is for a meaningful moment. It's got to be a B because it's like such a meaningful bit for him, you know.
Yeah.
And if you like if you only watch the movie as well, this would definitely stand out as well.
Yeah, it's one that I need to go back and rewatch. I recently rewatched Nemesis, much to my chagrin.
Oh, but we liked it last time we watched it together. Is it more on your naughty list again?
Yeah. I was like, I'm gonna check it out again. And then after about 20 minutes, I started to get like really bored. And I'm like, what the fuck is happening?
Well, we had really good banter in our like random
Well,
rewatch.
it's funner. Yeah, it's better when you're watching somebody you can talk to about it. But
I've still never watched '09 all the way through again. Never
oh,
watched it.
I watched that a few times. Um, so next up, we got the Benji 800, 5 pounds.
Oh,
Picard doing a mambo dance in Insurrection.
yes. I just mentioned it. What a weird moment. But it's great.
I mean, everybody kind of dances to themselves once in a while. So,
Yeah.
especially when you're feeling all young and lively. It's again, it's one of those things that you wouldn't expect Picard to do behind closed doors, but everyone does shit like this. So
Everybody
it it,
mumbos.
it humanizes him in a way. You do see a different facet of him again, a younger, more lively kind of version. So yeah.
But it also makes you wonder, is this who he was originally? Or is the planet
Mhm.
creating such a vibrance in him that kind of goes against who he was originally? You know, adds an extra
Bit of both.
vavoom. Both, exactly, yeah. Which otherwise it wouldn't necessarily have you ask that question, right? Because I don't know if I'd, yeah, because like 20-year-old Picard wouldn't have the confidence of age to do this in the way he did it. But because this is old Picard, as in older Picard, with the experience and knowledge, he therefore has the confidence to do this move.
Mm.
Because he's got the youthful energy with the experience of older. Huh.
Mm.
Yeah. Much more deep than I realised. Nice.
Yeah. Um, for me, it'd probably be like a C though at most.
Yeah, I mean, it's if you look at Picard fun moments, it's got to be like an A or a B, but that's not what we're looking at. You know, yeah, C is fine, but it's not iconic, but it's a damn good moment for him. It's such a micro moment. It works very
Mm.
nice.
Next, we've got a PayPal for Mr. Classic for real again.
It's very classic, and he's
And
Hear
he
it.
says, this Classic for real tires of Sam's picks and wants old Picard laughing after getting stabbed by Nausicaans right through the heart at the end of.
Yep. Check out right here, as dramatic as it is. Oh, bam.
I beat you to it.
Yeah, I already had it. I just forgot to put it in.
Mine's better. Mine's better. Mine's better.
Yeah, I'm not sure how it's...
Get out of here with your shit.
Get.
Oh, you get. All right, yeah. Yeah, just the whole thing around this. So he didn't laugh the first time he got stabbed, I don't think. But this one, it's like.
No, he did.
Did he?
They said they wondered why he was, because it made no sense.
But he did it because of this. Because of Tapestry.
Maybe. Or was he just taken back by that's the question. That's why it's quite clever.
Yeah, but such a great response to being stabbed through the back. And in this instance, it's him like everything's set right now. Good job.
The pain never felt so good. What?
And seeing the monster maroon. It's great. I wonder if this bloodstain will move as well if he wears this uniform again. You know,
built to be bloody.
Bloodstains on those white squares tend to migrate. Anyway, yeah, definitely iconic moment. Definitely something that makes Picard who the man he is. It's what the whole episode's about. So
it's a measure of that man. Wow. Yeah, this is one that you absolutely can forget about. But if you recall, they mentioned this in an earlier episode with his heart. And they had no idea where it's going. It just was a really interesting thing to say. And then to play it into this time travel shenanigans is like, damn. It's like the Krenim in Voyager. There was no Krenim story until they did Year of Hell, but they did the Krenim and the ship earlier. So they didn't know. They just had a possible, right? They kept to it. So it feels stronger the second time. Yeah. No, it's great. Would have been fun, though. Not fun. Would have been fun had they actually rehired the guy from the picture of young Picard with hair and have him do the scene as well to cut between the two in this moment, to have young and standard to see both versions. Or did they? Oh, or did they? Actually, did they? No, maybe they did in this episode with the widescreen version. Maybe they. I think
they might have. Yeah,
I think they might have. Yeah.
Have you seen the deep fake of
Hardy?
Young Picard in Nemesis over Tom Hardy?
A version. Much better.
It's
yeah, there it is. Okay, good. The thing I said they should do, they actually did. Aha, I was right. They should have done it. Because they did.
Yeah. Yeah, for me, it's probably an S tier. This is a defining moment for Picard in a lot of ways. So I'm happy to say yes for this. That'll be our last one as well, guys.
He has so much great hair, does young Picard. Why didn't they respect that canon? I wonder if it's the same jacket.
Would imagine, yeah.
I mean, a 20-year-old and a 50-year-old would not be the same necessary build, although he's quite thin. But that's a pretty damn close bloodstain.
Yeah, it's the same jacket.
100%. He's a good-looking younger man, that guy. Look at that luscious hair. If only Tom Hardy paid attention. So does this guy not do conventions? Because he's fucking young Picard, man. He's not fucking young Picard, he is young Picard. But, it's not that many canon Picard actors. I was flashback Picard.
Yeah, I'm going to give it an S. How about you?
I think as a character defining moment, and then the fact they chose it the second time, and the fact that it isn't a predestination paradox exactly, you can play it both ways well. Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Well, there's your list, guys. You did good. Picked some good ones.
What a weird list. Well done.
They always are.
Mm. Mm.
All right, guys.
I like.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank
Thank
you.
you for everyone that super chatted and PayPal. We appreciate all of you guys very much.
Makes a difference, as you guys know.
Join me tomorrow night. We're going to be talking about court martial. So join me for the what?
Yeah, I trying to remember plot court martial.
Join me for the late night live tomorrow, talking about court martial, and then join us Thursday for the complete review and breakdown of it. That's where Kirk gets accused of killing his friend Finney in the ion pod.
Yeah, isn't that the one with your "I love that CGI at the start" episode?
Yeah. Although it doesn't have the scene I remember. It must be another episode.
Ooh.
But it is one of my favorite episodes.
Good.
Anyway, so join us for those, and we will see you guys very soon. Until next time, he's Commander Cockings.
He's got a belly.